No one cares what you have or don't have, Adam. No, we already started, so.
Fucking awful day. Not today.
Why are you having an awful day?
No, I don't want to get into it.
No, we're going to get into it. Why are you having an awful day?
Just a lot of stuff. Whatever.
Let me
I'm
set
having a
the,
good day now because I'm back with my friends.
Let me set the timer here for getting the show started. All right. And we're in business, folks. You're listening to the premium episode of Cumtown, hosted on everyone's favorite website, patreon.com, who made just such a great business move this month. They decided to raise prices for everyone and then pretend like it benefits creators, which is a word I'm really fucking tired of reading. Mm-hmm. They have to emphasize that this is good for creators. First of all, maybe 3 people on Patreon are actually creating anything. We just say racial slurs. I didn't come up with the N-word.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just a
I'm more of like, this is sort of like a lookbook for bad opinions. You know? I'm not creating, it's like people like my style. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So,
what do we got?
As a career, we're talking about Patreon.
Okay, nice.
Basically, if you didn't get the email,
we're having a struggle
if you pay $5 a month for this podcast, Patreon is jacking up the fee to $5.50 a month, a 10% increase that we can't do anything about. They're going to pocket the extra 50 cents and then charge us a little bit less on the back end.
5% less.
No, compared to the 5% less overall. But
overall, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we basically how it used to work.
No, it'll be basically 3% less than they were charging us already.
So how it used to work is
math is gay.
That, you pay $5 and on average.
Let me take over.
On average, we would keep about 88% of that. The new model is they've jacked up the price to $5.50. And they say that, we get to keep 95% of the pledge. But that's 95% of the original $5. So if you look at the total amount that they're taking versus what we keep, we only keep about 86% now under this new model. So they're taking more money away from everybody and charging you more without asking us. If they just needed to raise their prices, they could have just sent an email out to the people that are on the website saying like, hey, we need to raise our prices. What do you think about doing it this way? Or here's the option to ask your patrons to, cover some of these costs. If, it'll fuck your finances up. They didn't do that. And honestly, like if they said we need to lower your margin or whatever, that's fine. Like we have like very little overhead.
Right.
I have no problem paying 15% rather than 12% or even fucking 20%. I mean, at that point, it would be like...
But from what it sounds like, they stand to make a lot more money than just increasing 12% to 15%.
Well, yeah, this increases their profit margin up to 40%.
Yeah.
Especially on small dollar donations.
Yeah, but what if smaller Patreon accounts close down, they're going to start losing money? Or it'll balance out. They won't make as much.
I'm
as
sure they had some sort of dumbass fucking Silicon
formula.
Valley actuary calculate this, and they determined that less than 20% of dollar donators would leave the site permanently. Now they don't care about the effect that would have on like the smaller accounts.
Right.
For people
They're
whose
looking
lives
at their overall numbers and saying, well, very few people make a living off Patreon. It's something like 2% of Patreon accounts make like even minimum wage.
What's up, you motherfuckers? You broke motherfuckers. Brah, ba 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 bow.
Yeah, it also sounds like they probably had like an evaluation of their company like overall value that was too high, and now that they're kind of trying to do a cash grab.
Oh, I got some.
This is Adam's business corner.
I got some you can grab, pal.
What's that?
It's not cash, but it will cost you money.
All I grab is cash, baby.
No.
I go to the in Jerusalem. There's this table of Jews that change money.
Really? Are they still out there?
They're still
the
out
money
there,
changers
baby.
still out there?
Yeah.
The only changing Adam does at a table is that koala station where it's his diaper changed and he lives on it too. He folds
it's
up.
True. I lived in a McDonald's bathroom.
You're just raising your feet up all the way.
You know, be a good hidden camera show is you just put a camera in there and people go in and you're changing an actual koala's diaper on that table and people are like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "Where else am I supposed to do this?"
That's right. Follow the pictures,
it's
motherfucker.
on the sign.
It's a good
I'm
prank.
an illiterate man that owns a koala. It doesn't know how
He
to
is
go
not
to the bathroom.
potty trained.
It's a koala that doesn't know how to use a toilet. I live my life by signs. I thought I came into this M restaurant. M's Sandwiches.
That's
I think
right.
is the name of this business. And I went into the man room.
And let me just say, these meatballs taste horrible.
Yeah. These flat meatballs. Not only am I illiterate, I don't know what a hamburger is. No one's ever said the word hamburger to me in relation to this thing I'm eating. Look, I just raise koalas and don't read. That's my life.
That's a good life, man.
Yeah. Anyways, if you miss the email somehow and you get fucked over by Patreon at the end of the month, I apologize.
Yeah. So, what's in the news, boys? Cop killed a guy.
Well, no. What we do need to talk about, and this is a Cumtown exclusive, but Bryan Singer was accused of rape in 2003. So if you've been following the show and like the things we've been talking about, you know, Singer's been right up there.
Oh yeah,
in the list.
One of Nick's main targets.
Yeah, up near the top of the pyramid.
Right, and I have his
a capa signor.
I'd like to proudly announce that we have an exclusive interview with the plaintiff in the lawsuit, Cesar Juan Carlos. You know,
oh my God,
Honduras. Yeah, and he's here. And we're gonna speak to him. Unfortunately, we only have 3 mics, so I have to.
Yeah, Nick, if you could, want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in the other room and lift weights.
I feel like you'd make him a little uncomfortable.
I'm gonna go get some sets in real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Put the vest on.
All right, yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
bye, Nick.
Cesar, thank you for joining us. You're such a hero, and
thank you so much.
I'm so sorry about what happened to you. Can you describe in detail exactly what Bryan Singer did to you?
First of all, thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me come here.
Cesar.
Because it is very cold outside in the parking lot.
Have you been out there for a while?
I have been looking for work.
Wow, this is crazy at the Home Depot in Bed-Stuy.
Yes, and people cannot see me behind the Christmas trees because even the little Christmas trees are too big for me.
Yeah, it's true. Caesar's 2'4".
Hey, Adam, come on. Don't admonish our guests.
No, that is true.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Cesar.
That is the accurate number.
I measured him.
The numero de height for me.
Uh-huh. Now, what exactly... I'm sorry if this is difficult for you.
Anywho, I was raped.
You were?
Yes, and it was very not good for me.
What exactly did Mr. Singer do?
Well, I was outside at Home Depot, and Mr. Bryan Singer, he drives up in David Geffen's yacht, and they roll down the window of the yacht, which also goes on land. It's a land yacht.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And they roll down the window, and Bryan Singer pulls his head out of the porthole and he says to me, "Do you want to become famous?"
Oh, no.
And I said, "I can only do drywall." And he goes, "That's okay."
Wow. So he promised you fame.
But he said I could do the drywall on the yacht.
Did he say you could be in a movie?
I don't remember, but he said I could do the drywall because I am very good at the drywall.
So you were intoxicated by these promises of drywall work.
Well, I'm always drunk.
Oh, okay. Literally also.
Yeah.
I smelled something on your breath.
Because I started drinking Four Loko when I was 7. That's why I could not be tall.
Wow. Now, okay. You seem a little hesitant to describe the actual things he did to you.
Because he bring me on a boat.
Yes, and then what?
And he said I could meet a Wolverine.
He said he could meet Wolverine.
From X-Men.
Yes. And he bring me into the captain's room.
Yeah.
And then he fought my ass.
Oh, he fucked your ass.
He fought my ass so bad.
He fought your ass.
He said, "Where did you get that boy pussy?" And then he fought my ass.
Oh my God!
With the Wolverine's claws.
He was wearing Wolverine's clothes.
Did he have the daggers?
You the Wolverine's claws to fought my ass.
Oh my God!
And he had a little Magneto helmet that he put on his dick, and then he fought my ass.
I'm sorry that I'm laughing so hard, Cesar.
No, it's okay.
You recognize this is very funny.
But the rest I cannot talk to about because there is pending litigation.
Oh, sure.
But I will say that he fought my ass so bad.
Really?
Okay, goodbye.
Okay,
see
bye,
you,
Caesar. Good to see you.
Nick.
Oh, what's that? I was being strong.
Oh,
Oh,
Nick.
how'd it go? You get a good set
It
in?
went pretty good.
Wow, dude. Caesar gave us some riveting stuff.
Yeah, it seems like that was
It was like a Diane Sawyer interview.
that was a shorter 10 minutes than I thought it would be.
You thought it was
in the
going to
weight
go
room.
10?
Mm.
It was actually 8 minutes.
You got your pump in, though.
Yeah, that's all right. But yeah, good for him. You know, that was actually Times Man of the Year.
Caesar.
Caesar was?
Yeah, Caesar Romero, Pizza Hut, whatever the fuck's his name.
So you excited? You think Singer's going down?
Well, he got fired from Bohemian
Rami Malek
Rhapsody.
shit.
The accusation is they're probably not going to be able to squash this lawsuit because of like all the Weinstein stuff.
Right.
So, yeah, and like when Michael Egan sued Singer, nobody came forward. But like with this one, there's probably a bunch of people that can also get in on it, and it's the same lawyer handling this case as did the Egan one.
Uh-oh.
So Singer and his like fucking shithead friends sued that guy for like $1 million.
Oh, so he's out for
he's
blood.
got like a personal
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, I mean this because of the moment we're in, this should be the flash in the pan with Bryan Singer that really gets him. But then it's like, you know, who's this guy's yacht he's on? Some fucking billionaire gay guy that's like, you know, hosting rape parties on his fucking yacht. So, yeah, it's the beginning and the end for that whole crew.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, if you're...
Well, I saw today Singer said that he'd be open to working with Kevin Spacey.
Oh, yeah, I watched that interview.
Recently?
Yeah,
He said depends on the project.
Yeah, it depends
the project
on the project.
is how old the child that we're
The project
co-fucking
is hardcore child pornography.
It's Home Alone 4. Get in here, Kevin. You want to be a star, Kevin? I've made boys like you stars for years, Kevin. You know who is his idol, Kevin Spacey? Jack Lemmon.
Ah,
Jack Lemmon
sense.
like mentored him.
Wait, actually, like they were boys.
That's why they have a similar like cadence.
Yeah.
It's
And
true.
Jack Lemmon also raped children.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's
It
true.
doesn't matter what age they are, 4 or 5 years old, the younger the better. You know what? I'll take a used one. I don't mind. I just want a deal. Any kind of deal I can get, I'll take.
Shelley.
That's where his pedophilia came from.
Shelley,
deals.
I tell you, I bent that boy over and I had him right there on the line and I fucked him. I fucked him, Shelley, but you know what? I couldn't find my pen.
I had him right there.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think
How
there was
about
like...
a movie called Glenn Very, Glenn Gay?
Yep.
And it's two guys named Glenn, and they're like, guess who? You know, and they're just really gay.
Yeah.
Sounds
They're
smart,
door-to-door
Yeah, and
dildo
it's raining
salesmen.
all night long, and they have to suck 900 dicks before the end of the month, or
Oh,
Alec
shit.
Baldwin's gonna fire them from the gay store.
Yep. And he's like, Patel, what is
Yeah.
this? You want me to suck Indian dick?
I fucked 900 guys last year. That's who the fuck I am. Put that coffee down. Coffee's for homos. You think I'm fucking with you? I am not fucking with you.
Just a straight guy pretending to be gay, meekly sucking a dick.
Yeah, right. A, always, B, G, gay.
Always be gay, baby. That's the motto of this show as well.
You know what second prize is? 2 tickets to the Gloria Estefan musical.
Wouldn't they enjoy that too much?
Yeah, but they would enjoy the steak knives, too.
That's true.
Who doesn't like a set of steak knives?
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Third prize is you're fired.
Damn, Alec Baldwin was really tough in that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that speech.
I watched a
wouldn't
little
rally
bit
me.
of
Yeah, he's a
Hunt
bad
for
boss.
Red October the other night. And it's like, man, Alec Baldwin really swelled up.
Yeah, he was sexy as shit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was slim and
He had
cut.
those eyes, those
It was
beautiful
drinking, right?
blue eyes. Yeah, it's all drink. That's
Yeah.
how Irish people get fat. They just
in the
like-
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a sponge. It's like one of those dinosaurs. Like
Mhm.
as a little kid, you
Yeah.
just put it in water, it gets big as hell.
Yeah, it's true.
Glenn.
Like Billy Joel. Like
He
those,
was always ugly.
like
though.
those Polacks up in Greenpoint.
Glenn Billy, Glenn Joel.
Glenn Billy, Glenn Joel.
How about that? Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know where to go with that one. Yeah.
Let's see.
I thought that would be easier than it was.
Only
You want to be an uptown girl? Get them to sign on the line.
only the gay suck dick.
That's good.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
That's good.
Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba.
Wait, now you're. But why are you making him gay? The joke is it's Glengarry Glen
Yeah, the
Ross.
last
but
one
Billy
was
Joel
gay.
Look,
rap.
man, I have a very limited skill set. All right, you know, like it's not my fault. You know what I mean? You bring in a fucking hammer for a scalpel's job or whatever the fuck that saying
That
is.
expression.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what you're
That's-
doing right now.
It's where that expression comes from is a
Where-
doctor's office where a surgeon accidentally beat a patient to death with a hammer because someone handed him a hammer instead
And
of a
he's like,
scalpel.
Well, this is what I do with this.
Yeah, that was on the Nick.
Oh shit.
That was that episode of the Nick where they stopped using hammers and started using
Yeah.
scalpels.
Medicine.
It's my latest invention, knife. Now we don't need to do brain surgery with the spoon and the hammer. Man, that show fucking rules.
Yeah,
The
it's
Nick.
really.
I love
good.
it too because like every surgery is like they always have an audience, but it's only like 4 people, so they're basically like just doing an open mic.
Right, it's comedy.
They're
in
like
New York.
open mic surgery.
Yeah.
The guy's like,
we lost him.
this is a new type of, this guy has a sublingual cyst, and we're going to burn it off rather than cut it out. So, doctor, if you could bring in the 1800s battery where all the wires and acid are exposed and it gives off radiation, please. And we'll charge it to 8 million joules. And I'm going to shove this speculum thing down this guy's throat, and he's dead. So that's it. I'm still working on that one. I don't really
What
have,
else is going on?
I don't really have a way to finish that bit yet. But
What kind of surgery do you guys want to do?
You guys on Whites Only Tinder? It's a newspaper. Yeah, you guys on the social register they got these days? You meet abroad, maybe?
Yo, yeah, what? That's crazy. Classified ads people used to put out like
Yeah, I'm horny.
I'm
trying to fuck.
I have brown hair. I'm 5'7".
I have a master's degree.
And
Uh-huh.
I like going tango dancing.
That's how Adam's parents met. They were both unfuckable people that had to have sex through the Jewish Times newspaper.
My parents were both attractive
J Lights magazine.
20-somethings.
Where did they meet?
They kept getting set up on dates, and my mom kept thinking my dad was a fuckboy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, which he is.
Yeah, your mom really bit the bullet.
And then
Poor
they,
girl.
I guess he smashed
That's,
eventually.
that's what they call sucking Adam's dad's dick because his dick is the size of a bullet.
He's a
She
real.
bites it. Is it as hard as a bullet? Is your
Yeah.
dad's dick as hard as a bullet? Adam?
I've never seen it hard, but I've seen it flaccid plenty.
How big is it?
It's fine.
Well,
It's
what
a-
do you say?
no,
What
it's
would you
fine.
say?
Wow, Adam sucked his dad's dick.
No, it wasn't hard.
Yeah, you
But you
couldn't
tried.
even get him
Doesn't count.
hard.
Yeah, yeah.
Please stop
Adam.
sucking my dick. Stop it.
You don't know how.
Don't use your hands.
You don't know how much
All neck,
therapy
Adam.
it takes to repair sucking your father's flaccid penis, but
Huh?
you can work through it after with enough talk therapy. And
Yeah. Adam, for Time Magazine Person of
Let's
the Year,
hear it. Okay.
for being forced to suck his own dad's dick.
I wasn't forced.
Yeah. It was a fun activity. I saw
thought-
my dad's dick quite a bunch as well. Nice dick, my dad, unfortunately. Much meatier than mine. It makes me upset.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, part of that is I was a child,
Right.
so it's a grown
That's
man's
the question.
dick, but it's bigger. It's smaller than I remember, but it's still pretty big.
You've seen it as an adult with
I've
adult
seen the
eyes.
outline. Yeah, he's been in like plenty
Some
of
movies you've seen.
Yeah. I've put a camera in his bedroom and tried to catch him beating off, and
Your
I
dad's like,
still, I
what
still
the
catch
fuck
the
are you
shadow.
doing? You're like, I'm just trying to see how big your dick is. I'm not gay. I'm not doing anything gay. I just want to compare dicks with you in a way that wouldn't be weird. So I set up a system of mirrors and cameras all throughout the house to catch you in a candid moment.
Damn, I wonder where my dad beats off, actually.
So,
he doesn't beat off at the house.
Yeah,
He beats off at the wood shop.
At the office,
Stop,
for sure.
yeah, stop. Why do you, every year for Christmas, you get me boxers with ruler on front? You buy pants with ruler markings all over them.
I'm not getting him shit for Christmas. I bought my mom a damn dishwasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can fucking wash some dishes. That's his fucking present.
Well, now he has a
dishwasher on
dishwasher.
wheels?
Huh?
Is
Now
a
he has a
dishwasher
dishwasher.
on wheels?
No. Why would it be on wheels?
Because then you can bring it wherever you want in the house.
Whoa.
Then you can eat in your
In the
room and
bedroom.
wash your
That's a good
dishes.
idea.
Yeah.
That's sick. You need to be hooked up to hot water, though.
You know what's really sick?
What?
Adam. He has HIV.
Seriously? I'm sorry, Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nick's mad.
He's
at
wearing
me
a
right
hat
now.
that says the terminal.
I'm not mad at you. I'm never
Is it
mad.
because you're terminally ill from AIDS?
Oh,
is that
no,
supposed to be the movie?
It's treatable.
I don't think it is.
AIDS?
Nah.
Isn't it treatable these days?
That's a
You
myth
can
they're telling
live for a
gay
long
guys.
time.
So that if they get
So
it, they
that
don't
they
think it's a
get
big
it,
deal.
Yeah.
And then
No, that's a myth they
I
tell
think you
female
live-
porn stars so they can force them in the fucking game.
Oh, now it's your cause?
R.I.P.
It's not my cause. It's in the fucking news.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You took the easy take here. That's not what we do on Cumtown. Obviously, everyone's mad at the woke people for bullying.
What was her name?
Augustus. What's
August Ames.
Yeah,
Augustus Gloop.
August Ames. Terrible name.
She looked better before the plastic surgery, but
Damn, dude.
she's
Now you're body
great.
shaming her and she's dead?
No, I've
That's
been a
fucked
fan
up,
for a
dude.
couple.
I'm
a
not
little while.
familiar with her work. I did check
I'm
it.
familiar.
I checked it out after I found out she was dead.
Yeah, that was the problem. Also, like I found out a porn star died, and within like 10 minutes, I was jacking off to porn.
To her porn?
Just to porn.
Be
I just
honest.
remembered
Was it her
porn.
porn?
It was like, remember that documentary like After Porn or something? I think
No.
what's her name?
Sasha Grey.
Not Sasha Grey. The from Parks and Rec.
Oh yeah. She did a
Something
Something
Plaza.
about the
no,
girls.
no. The what?
Nick Offerman.
No, the
No,
fucking
Rashida Jones.
Rashida Jones made a documentary about girls trying to leave porn or something, and I watched maybe 3 minutes before.
You're
I was like on my laptop. I'm like, I might as well just
How
watch.
about
Yeah,
Rashida
porn.
my pants? Where is the bathroom? I'm about to Rashida my pants. You know?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's cool.
You know,
Mhm.
folks?
Quincy Jones's daughters,
Yeah.
Rashida, and another one who's also hot.
I've never seen the other one.
She's just a regular person, I think.
She's going
How
out
about
with
Quincy J.O.'s, you know? Quincy jacks off.
Yeah, he does. Nah, Quincy fucks, dude. You know Quincy Jones fucked in his day.
Had to.
Musician.
I mean,
Then he made Fresh
everybody
Prince.
fucks.
Yeah, but he really fucks.
It's like that REM song. Everybody fucks.
Everybody sucks my dick.
Apparently, Michael Stipe raped a boy.
Oh, damn.
Read
he?
that in the blind items. It sucks, dude.
Wait, you can't believe every blind item though.
Watch me.
Believe every victim, Adam.
Yeah. I believe every random accusation that doesn't even name a perpetrator and you have to guess who they are.
I'm glad.
Did you see
that
someone who was
it
like,
worked.
It's time for the board game Clue to make a comeback, but this time it's a rape.
Oh god.
It was Colonel Mustard in her ass in the kitchen with his penis. a little penis figurine.
everyone knows whoever got the penis is the one that did it.
Yeah. Well, it certainly wasn't the candelabra. That shit would just melt.
I guess you could.
You could. It's
sodomize
pewter.
someone.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not with the candlestick. It's the.
The candlestick could work too.
Yeah, the lead pipe. That's
Oh.
a good one.
And then you get
You could-
and then you
you
get
could
fucking
do
cancer
some
in your
damage
ass.
to that.
And it's pretty much always Colonel Mustard.
Oh yeah. Who was it? Well,
Colonel Mustard loves busting, dude.
bust that mustard.
Colonel Bustard.
I've got a spicy mustard.
yeah.
Colonel Bustard.
Yeah, that's my new pickup line. I go up to women in bars. I go, "What up, bitch? My name's Colonel Bustard, and I got a clue for you." And then I point down, and my dick is completely hard.
It's completely out, you said?
Yeah, it's out and hard.
Hard covered in mustard. That's good, brother.
Yeah.
Um,
They call me Oscar Mayer because I'm admiring your vagina, like Oscar the Grouch. Because I'm pissed off like Oscar the Grouch because I'm not fucking right now.
Hell yeah.
Just reading it all out of a notebook.
You have note cards like you're giving a presentation.
You're prepared pickup lines.
Not making eye contact with her once.
Yeah. Okay. Is there any truth to the fact that your penis was exposed and covered in mustard at the time? I do not recall that specifically. He's whispering to my lawyer. I do not recall any of that specifically. No, I'm not denying it. I say I do not recall. This deposition is over. Thank you. And I get up from the table, and on the video camera, you can see my penis is still out with the mustard on it.
Yeah. You try and do it to the bailiff.
Yeah.
There's a mustard trail behind you.
Yeah. At which point, the defendant referred to himself as Colonel Buster. He said, "I am retarded for busting." In the army. He is a colonel in the army, and that he is a full bird colonel, and then he flipped the bird to the witness and then attempted to insert his middle finger into her vagina.
Damn, bro.
And he's like, "This is what I call flipping you off." In terms of
cool.
sexual,
that's badass.
like off, because I'm a bug repellent.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Like because I like to make Adam go back to the woods
Yeah.
where he fucking came from. And she
That's
said,
right.
"Who's
the
Adam?"
Bug thing.
She said, "Who is?"
Bring that
At
What are
which
you
point
talking
he
about?
ejaculated.
Stop spraying off into my pussy.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
Who else was included? There was like Professor Plum or
Yeah,
some
that
shit.
Scarlet bitch who was Chinese.
Oh,
She was kind of hot.
Oh, that's the one you thought was hot?
interesting.
Wait,
Asian
yes,
one.
she was the only hot one in the entire
Some woman
game.
hit me up on Instagram. She's like, "Do you have any shows coming up?" I was like, "Yeah, here are my dates." And she was like, "Good. Hopefully I get to meet you and I can tell you about how Adam tried to employ his Asian fetish on me." And like completely felt like he completely blew it.
Is this true?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Who?
Damn, was she
I don't know,
hot?
some Asian woman that you made some you blew it with.
You're like,
You made
me
some-
so horny.
I don't think I've ever blown it.
Oh, come on.
No,
Yeah.
it's not true.
You've
I'm-
never blown it?
No,
Yeah.
I'm batting 1,000.
You were
every
like,
time.
dun, 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 dun.
Gong.
Yeah.
The gong thing.
Bong. You hit the gong with your dick.
Yeah, of course.
That's
That's not true.
It's. I mean, that's
Why would he
literally
lie?
What happened?
Okay, cool. If
Well-
that's true, that's
you probably
weird.
just tried to fuck someone and it didn't work. What's the big deal?
Yeah, I know. I'm not embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be. I would be embarrassed by it.
Adam tried to employ his Asian fetish.
No, she basically said that those are my words.
You tried to fuck.
Yeah, she said Adam's failed attempt or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You tried to smash. No big
Yeah.
deal, dude. Take your shot. Shoot
yeah,
or shoot.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Now
it's
she's
true.
just gonna fuck Nick.
Colonel
No,
Buster,
no, no.
you mean?
Now she's gonna fuck Colonel Buster.
No, eye contact.
Colonel Buster. Just like, do you know what Colonel Mustard looks like? He's got that
Yeah,
big
yeah,
mustache,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a pith helmet
He's
or whatever.
redhead.
Yeah.
And he just loves fucking.
Yeah. The color's not. It's not gonna be yellow anymore. It's all fucking
Yeah,
off
The
yeah,
white.
defendant then busted in his pants, as described earlier in the case. Busting is the act of ejaculating.
Henceforth, known as ejaculating.
He said, "See you, ejaculator."
And then he threw one of those smoke bombs, but
Yeah.
it came up. He was still there,
He's
coughing.
like, "If you don't like Clue, maybe you'll enjoy Connect 4. I'm talking about my 4 inches soft that you can connect with." Then he put his dick through the Connect 4 game.
This is
One of the holes.
the board games pervert.
He said, "King me." And the witness said, "That's checkers."
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Actually, it's rallies. Why don't you
Oh,
rally
shit.
for
Yes.
this
Wow.
dick?"
Hell yeah, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
That's good,
That's
dude. That's
cool.
gonna get you pussy.
The schizophrenic pickup artist.
Yeah.
The Big Buford. That's what I like. A hamburger that sounds like someone's retarded son.
Oh, I love the Big Buford.
Buford? Did we
think-
do that
I think
show
we did
on
that
the
bit.
show before?
I'm pretty sure we
Yeah,
did.
yeah. I
'Cause
might
it's-
steal that one for the stage as long
Do
as I was
that.
the one that said
That's
it.
good. Fuck. I never played Clue though. Wasn't much of a board game family. Didn't understand the rules.
Yeah, you couldn't
Yeah.
read the
Monopoly. Who gives a fuck?
Stav ate all the Monopoly pieces.
They look delicious, dude. That
Yeah.
little hat.
Is this, is this a Hershey's Kiss? No, it's a rectangular piece of paper that says 500 on it.
I don't know. It looks a lot like a Hershey's Kiss
Yeah.
to me.
Is that your parents are poor because you literally ate all their money? Stop it, us. Where did all of our money go? I thought it was I thought it was candy bars.
No, they never had money. My dad one time, every time he got money, he would buy something incredibly lavish immediately.
like a velvet thing.
No, he would just he would buy a fucking Nintendo, or he would buy a fucking.
My
big-ass
dad got
TV.
addicted to my Super NES and
Really?
would
Did
stay
he
up
also get
until
addicted to your Super
Shut the fuck
any ass?
Oh God
Super- Dad got addicted to your asshole?
Yeah, that's cool.
Did he answer the question?
I'm
Did
just
he?
gonna stay quiet.
Did
for the
he?
rest of
And
the
did he
podcast.
answer it?
Adam, we can move on. Just answer next question. Don't be rude.
He didn't get
Did your
addicted
dad-
to my ass. My dad did not.
He can quit whenever he wants.
He doesn't have a problem.
He was going to work just after having eaten your ass.
But he can do it whenever he.
Yeah, he's taking breaks, going to the parking lot, fucking you.
He didn't have to go to my son's ass anonymous.
That's where Kevin Spacey is. They sent him to fucking rape rehab. God, imagine the great people you meet at rape rehab.
Jesus Christ.
Friends for life. I'll never forget
What's always in
the
Europe?
summer we spent at Camp Fuck-A-Boy.
It's always in Europe too, which is like.
No, he's in Arizona.
Oh,
or
I
some
guess
shit.
Weinstein went to Europe. Which is
Weinstein went on vacation,
Yeah,
dude.
that sounds like it's always in Europe, Adam.
I guess not.
Who else has gone to rape rehab?
Weinstein.
Did you hear that shit
Spacey.
about Stallone forcing some girl to suck his bodyguard's dick while
Yeah,
they
yeah,
fucked? That was fucked up.
That was a blind item a couple months ago.
Damn.
I
dude.
guess they are all true.
this one is true. It was like a police report or something.
Yeah, if you guys don't read Crazy Days and Nights, you want to fuck your head up. Go read that shit.
Where's that? What's Crazy Days?
It's the Adam Sandler Hanukkah movie.
What did we say about you doing jokes on the show?
I'm really not having
Raise
fun.
your hand.
This is not a fun one. I've had a bad day too.
I don't know, man.
Why
Get
did you
it-
have a bad day?
I don't want to talk about it in
Just
public.
a lot of. He was doing a lot of errands that took a lot of time. Work.
So you had a regular person's day.
No, it was bad. It was bad.
What was bad? What could possibly be bad about it?
It's just
This is
nothing.
why we have a podcast to talk
personal.
about these things.
Well, not your personal
He
life.
got fucked.
Or Stav's personal life.
Talk about my personal
Yeah,
life all the
that's
time.
what I said. We have the podcast
To talk
So
about
he-
my personal life.
your personal.
My
life.
mom's
No.
coming to visit this weekend.
Stressful.
I'm excited.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm gonna take her to MoMA.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take her to get dumplings.
She's gonna love our.
I'm
Wait,
gonna take.
speaking of-
I'm
speaking
taking
of Greek
Adam's
shit-
mom to Doma.
Speaking of Greek shit, shut up.
You can dome a bunch of guys
Great.
like me and my friends.
She's a real easily Googleable person. Actually, I don't know if you can Google my mom. Speaking of Greek people, did you see
I can noodle her.
Papadopoulos' girlfriend?
No.
Oh, you gotta look her up, dude.
Is she a baddie or is she bad looking?
She's like a Greek and he reached out to me on
I'm also
LinkedIn.
taking Adam's mom to the
Oh,
Air and
okay.
Space Museum, which is what I'm gonna create in that pussy. You know, and you fuck
air
her,
in space.
You fuck her so hard she queefs. People are like, "What's that noise?" You're like, "That's Adam's mom learning about rocket fuel."
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. That's
All right, keep
pretty
talking. I'm gonna think of other museums.
good. Yeah, so I'm taking her to
The
MoMA.
spy museum. You know, I'm gonna spy that ass. The Holocaust, because why not? You know.
Yeah, for old time's sake.
Yeah. She loves that one.
Taking her to MoMA, taking her to see Ai Weiwei's exhibit or some shit, that public art project.
Yeah, I'm gay.
Yep, I'm gay.
The famous Chinese
Two Chinese
photographer.
guys 69ing. You think you could do a cartwheel? Two guys could do a cartwheel while 69ing?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil.
That was the opening ceremony for the Sochi Olympics.
Yeah. No, it was Beijing.
Did you? So Russia's banned from the Olympics. You
Straight
guys hear
up,
that?
dude. Not allowed at all.
Get
Straight-
the fuck out, you
straight
fucking
up.
Ruskies.
It's finally going to be Shaun White's year. You know.
Yes.
To take
No,
the-
we
the
might not
gold in
do it
drinking
either.
soda.
Trump hasn't decided.
What the fuck does that? Why wouldn't
Trump
we
said
go?
he hasn't made his mind up if we'll go or not. Because he wants them to beg and
Wait,
say, like,
hold
you're
on.
great.
Does Trump get to choose whether?
Apparently, he thinks he can.
I like that. That's what he thinks the president does: is decide whether we go
I-
to the Olympics or not.
Yeah, he just wants to feel wanted, you know?
I
He has,
think,
he has no control over that.
I think he has.
I
some
think
control.
he might. I
Like
don't
Like
know.
most
Jimmy
of the Olympic
Carter
athletes aren't
didn't-
even American citizens.
Yes,
They're all-
they are.
When
all
they
from, like,
boycotted in the
Kenya
80s,
yeah,
was that Reagan's decision?
I think it was
Um,
Carter.
I
Or
think, well,
did
it was
they boycott
everybody's
or the
decision.
Soviets
Everybody hated
boycotted?
the Russians. No, they banned
They banned the
they
Soviets.
banned the Soviets
for
from
the
the
LA
Lake
Olympics.
Placid ones.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Soviets boycott. No,
LA, they
banned
didn't come
us
to
from
LA.
the Moscow one. It was like
They wouldn't come to LA.
Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know if he has it. I think athletes can still go even if he says no, but he might say no.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Fuck
If
Trump.
he tells them that they can't go,
Did you hear
he's
what-
not telling them that we can't go.
Yo, let's be the bobsled team.
Hell
guys. Cool
yeah.
runnings too. It's us.
That would be cool.
Hell yeah, Jamaica.
We
we're
can hide
doing
a
for
bunch
Jamaica.
of weights in Adam's asshole to make the bobsled go fast.
I'll
I
be
don't
in the
know.
front.
You have to be in the front.
I'll be in the front. I'll be the bullet, dude. I'll be like the fucking. That's where being fat comes
No,
in.
you're John
dude.
Candy.
No.
You're the coach.
No.
Yes, you are.
That movie is
No.
so good.
I'm gonna be the first fat bobsledder.
I haven't seen that movie in probably 20 years.
Jamaica, we go
Yeah,
that bobsled
bobsled
team.
team.
That's a good movie, dude.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I think John Candy gives like a pretty heartwarming speech.
Of course he does.
What about
R.I.P.
John Handy and he jacks people up?
That's the guy from Mad Men.
Jack Handy. He already does that, and he writes good little bits for
How
SNL.
about Jack Offie and he jacks people up?
That's good.
Yeah.
That
Jack
now
off.
that has
That's
legs.
good shit, brother.
That's a good bit.
I changed my Instagram name to Jack Offron and I don't think people get it.
It's like Zac.
It's like Zac Efron, but it's Jack Offron.
That's good.
That's good.
Why wouldn't people get that?
I don't know.
You're
'Cause
at
they're
Jack
fucking
Efron
idiots.
now?
No, it's my display name.
Oh, your display.
Jamaica, we got a bobsled team. What was your favorite movie as a little kid, Nick?
Oh shit. What age?
Let's say
Probably
like
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
that's good. That's a good answer. As a little ass kid, yeah, I'm thinking like what like the first shit you watched over and over again.
Oh, probably Winnie the Pooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that a movie?
It was a video.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
My friend would come over and we just watch Winnie the Pooh over and over.
We would
again.
fucking run through Peter Pan like motherfuckers in my household.
Disney?
My little brother loved
That
that
shit
shit.
was
How about Beat Her Off
great.
instead of Peter Pan?
Yeah.
And he's the guy that beats off.
Mhm.
I watched the Greek version of Beauty and the Beast a lot. It was just
It's where
overdubbed.
Belle is a man,
Yeah.
and then Gaston is also a man, and so is the Beast, and they all have sex with each other.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't animated.
There are many different types of men in the village, and we all have sex with each other. But only one of us can read. Belle, the one who reads, that makes him a different type of gay. Oh, don't we wish we all could fuck, Belle? Guess what, you can. And then we fuck for the next 20 minutes. But there is one man who is a beast.
He's not even the Beast, just like a
Yeah.
hairy Greek guy.
Well, yeah, he's a beast, and they're like, how can we fuck him? We don't know if he has a dick. And then at the end of the movie, he gets so mad that his fucking little lipstick, dog dick comes out, and they're like, Grazie, we can suck it. And then they suck it, and it turns into a huge man's penis.
Oh, and then it
turns
saves
back
him.
into
Shit.
And they're like, thank God, our economy is saved. We saved our economy by having sex with each other. And all the dildos in the Beast's house turn back into people.
Just covered in shit.
Yeah.
They're wiping it out of their
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
eyebrows.
What's the name of this movie? Beauty and the Beast. Have you never seen Greek Beauty and the
Beast? Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, what a great movie.
That was really good.
Yeah. I was laughing with somebody about, like, I don't even remember the context at all anymore, but a movie called, like, The Grinch That Fucked Up Christmas. And he, like, goes into the town and just, like, takes a huge shit in their living room.
Yeah.
And then fucking, he goes back up and he's like, but they're still singing and laughing and dancing. And then he, like, races back down into the town to eat the shit. He's got shit all over his mouth and he's eating it in front of everyone. They're like, Abu, Bobby, Abu, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, here's presents for everyone. And the Grinch's stomach grew 3 sizes that day.
Damn, my man, the Grinch eating shit.
Well, he's a shit-eating Grinch.
Yeah,
I think that's where it started.
That's definitely now that makes a lot more sense. Yeah. It's a fun little pun that turned into a pitch, a movie pitch. Adam, what about you? What was your favorite movie as a little baby?
Probably like Tarkovsky.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler on the Roof, yeah.
I really like.
What was the one where Bette Midler pretends to be a man?
That's actually Barbara Streisand. It's called Yenta.
Yeah, Yenta.
Right, get
That's
it right,
it.
dude.
Yeah.
That's the Torah.
Adam's favorite movie growing up was The Prince of Tides. Barbara Streisand movie.
Where she plays the therapist.
She plays the therapist. And he used
Nick
to...
Nolte's
Adam used to cry and jack off to the scene where a young Nick Nolte is raped by prisoners.
Whoa, he gets
that
raped?
is embarrassing, but I could jack off at 3 years old, so it's impressive.
That's pretty cool. Bette Midler's basically fat Barbara Streisand.
I really like the... I don't remember what I liked Lion King a lot, probably.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I really liked...
Suck my penis.
I had the cassette.
Then lick on my balls.
I had the cassette for Little Mermaid.
Yep, that's another one I had. That's another one I had the Greek version of.
Under the Sea was like my favorite song.
That's a jam.
For like the first couple of years of my life.
Then eat my
that and La
Let me
Bamba.
fuck on your father's dick. La Bamba.
La Bamba was my favorite
suck
song.
my penis and eat my ass. I'm very gay.
I used to
Please
watch the La
fuck my
Bamba movie
ass.
all the time.
With what's his name? Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
There's a movie about La Bamba?
Yeah.
It's about Richie Valens.
My grandma had all these like VHS tapes in the back of her closet that she would like tape when they would play
Oh shit!
3 movies in a row.
Take it off the TV.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it'd be like a cassette tape, and it would be like Garbo Talks and La Bamba.
Hell yeah!
And yeah, I remember.
You get to watch the fun commercials too.
I don't remember there being commercial breaks. I forget. It was from like Turner Classic Movies or something.
Okay.
So it would just play straight through, or maybe there were. I don't know. I don't think there were commercials.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember like, because it would always be like 2 or 3 movies on one cassette, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I'm rich.
This is amazing.
Yeah. This is what being a fucking millionaire must be like.
Yeah.
Little did little baby Nick know you would have every movie you ever wanted
Right.
at your fingertips.
At my fucking fingertips, I can watch any movie now.
That's right.
And
Name
I don't,
a movie.
and I don't do it.
You were on a nice roll. You were watching movies like
I
I
watch like a movie a day almost.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't do it, man. I always every day I wake up and I'm like I have to get something done. Then I have a panic attack because I haven't done anything. Then I like check my phone for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then I rushedly do some work.
Rushedly. Yeah.
Rushedly.
That's good.
Hurriedly do some work.
Mhm.
Right? Is rushedly a word?
It counts.
You
Sure.
get it.
Yeah,
And,
Salman Rushedly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know.
I fuck
Fatwa.
I fuck Padma. Didn't he fuck some
From
hot
Top
woman?
Chef.
Yeah, doesn't he fuck
Did
Padma?
he fuck her?
I think so.
Salman Rushdie
I
did?
think so.
That's pretty sick.
Nah, what was his ex-girlfriend's name?
Or maybe just some hot
Yeah,
Indian
he
woman.
fucks,
Yeah, no, because she got mad at me.
Oh shit, for
Sam
real?
Rushdie's ex-girlfriend was like because of the Nicole Mullen shit.
Oh right.
And she used to have this YouTube video called The Black Daily Show.
Oh.
This is back before The Daily Show was The Black Daily Show.
right.
And I was very tempted to make a show called The White Black Daily Show, where I do the white version of The Black Daily Show.
Was she black?
Yeah. Goddamn, what was her name? I can't remember her
Janet
fucking name.
Jackson.
Anyways,
Janet Jameson.
she made a whole video about like fuck this, and she read all the headlines, and it's like Clearly, this is much funnier than your show.
Right.
And I mean, she's like a psychopath, insane narcissist. So I was like, sorry you feel that way. You're a very talented person. And then she was like, calling off the attack, everyone. He called me a very nice person and talented. And like smiling face. I was like, it's so easy to deal with narcissists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just compliment them.
Right, yeah. You'd be like, oh, it's a shame. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, I can't lose an ally. This is a war. Everything in my life is a fucking war.
Fuck. Yeah, Salman fucks, dude.
Yeah, he smashes. He smashes.
How tall is he? Do we have the same body?
You have the same exact body.
he's just as fat as you. He's level 3.
No, I'm more powerful than him.
No, tell this story. Adam was looking up your
I
bodies.
wasn't looking at Max and Hadass because of the podcast. You said morbidly obese.
I didn't say. I said regular obese.
You said regular.
I said you were profoundly obese.
You said yeah.
And I vehemently
we
stick
looked
to
up,
regular
we
obese.
looked up what the designation, like what if that's a medical designation based on what my approximation of your weight and height was. And it was
You're what, 5'7" and
I put 5'7",
260?
260, sure.
Okay, which I think is nice.
Sure.
Fine.
It's a little high right now. Because, by the way, I don't think I'm sticking with vegetarian. It's made me gain weight. I just keep eating
It has?
chips. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
that's-
you said
Twizzlers
this
and
last
shit.
night. How about vegetarian? And you
That's
just eat
true.
big cheese
wedge
pieces?
wedge salads.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, what did it say?
it said like either stage 3 or
You might
level
want to
3.
sit down even more for this.
Yeah. it said level 3 morbid obesity.
No, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Did you factor in how
Yeah,
powerful my legs are?
That's the fucking-
These are all muscle.
You're the Charizard
Okay.
of morbid obesity.
These are all fucking muscle.
It was level.
Look at my calves,
was,
for fuck's sake.
I don't know if it's stage.
This is not an obese person's lower
Stavros
body.
is evolving into
Stage or level.
Stavrosian.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
I don't know if it was stage or level.
Stavrosian used eat.
It was incredibly effective.
Stavrosian used fatten.
By the way, that's not a nuanced enough tool. Cause I'm not a regular motherfucker. All right, I got a different kind of body. Sure, my stomach
You don't
needs a
even
little
know.
help.
Nuance to you is like when there's like a dollop of mustard in pea soup.
It's true.
That's the only
What's one
context.
of the kinds of nuances there are
That is
that can taste just a little bit of something.
Yeah,
Okay, that is nuance to me. However, I also
a hint.
I can't be categorized this easily. I have very powerful haunches.
I'm just saying in terms of height and weight.
That's not. It's too simplistic a tool.
in terms of BMI.
Most people
BMI,
with this kind of height and weight wouldn't be this powerful. But I'm not most people, Adam. Okay, I'm not level
trying to
3
say that.
morbidly obese. I'm regular obese.
It might be
for the last
stage 3.
time.
I'm not sure if it's level 3 or
Whatever it
stage
is,
3.
I don't give a fuck. The point is,
And also, like Nick said,
that tool
like
is
Nick said,
flawed.
there might be 25 stages. You might be early.
No,
You might be low
I reject.
stage.
No. I
You
won't
might be
even.
low
I will not
stage.
do this.
I'm trying
I'm
to give
not-
it to you easy.
Absolutely not.
I mean, looking at you and knowing that you're stage 3 or whatever, I don't believe there's more than 5 stages.
No, that's a
I can't
false
imagine-
diagnosis.
I can't
These
imagine-
aren't medical professionals. I don't know
can't
what the fuck
imagine
they're talking
2 more
about.
stages after this.
There's no way.
The next stage is, computer monitor pulled up to your bed and you live off fucking Taco Bell 4th meals that are brought to you by some probably mentally disabled Hispanic woman that is your wife or something. I don't really ever know those people's roles. And then stage 5 is
Doing the little hand bike.
yeah, a funeral where the hearse is a U-Haul truck. That's stage 5. It's when they bury you in one of the boxes they ship pianos in.
Anyway, here's the point. I am not that. You bring me a certified stage 3 obese motherfucker, I'll beat them in any test of physical strength or endurance.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I'm a regular obese guy. That's all. That's
What
what
if
I
the
want on the
endurance
record.
test is a buffet, and then you don't know whether to overperform or
Fuck.
underperform?
Mm-hmm.
No, it can't be tricks of the mind.
That is endurance.
No, just physical.
That is endurance.
I'm
Just
sorry, but the
physical.
only thing I understand is tricks of the mind. That's the world I operate.
Yeah.
No, straightforward, no nuance. I don't want any
Deception.
nuance.
Tactical operations.
true.
Yeah,
you know?
it's true. Nick got a
Intelligence
glass
gathering.
globe for his room, and he
For
plans
what?
his conspiracies.
Yeah, I have a for my birthday. I bought myself a big monitor that just displays the different DEF CON levels, and it connects to a big screen at the UN. I go,
What's
gentlemen.
What is DEF CON?
It's like this big convention for deaf people.
It's
cool.
like
And
a
then
black
depending on the
comedy
level.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, go ahead, Adam. You go if you want to talk over me. Sure.
Just
Go for it. Go. Yeah, let's hear it.
one-liner.
Let's hear the bit. It's
Well,
a
Nick
deaf.
seemed like he had a whole bit to do, but
Yeah,
why don't you fill
I was,
the time
I
he
was going
about to do?
my art. I was going to be a creator.
DEF CON,
you know,
huh? It's
for
a
the
black comedy.
For the
Yeah, it's
Patreon
like, Russell
subscribers
Simmons.
who are now being ripped off.
yeah.
Russell Simmons made up his own comedy.
How about
thing
Bustle
called-
Simmons, you know?
That's good.
Actually, I think he kind of was that guy.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Well, he had to leave the company for
Oh
rape.
yeah, he got
Yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah.
For
He
busing.
would rape women, and then he would go, now don't tell anybody because it's going to fall on deaf ears.
That's why. That's why he called it that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he would bring in a screaming disabled deaf man to
Yeah.
have sex with them, and then
Yeah.
the deaf guy would come on their face, and the cum would be filled with blood. You know,
Really?
because it was
Is that
such
part
a
of it?
violent. It was such a violent act, and then Russell Simmons would come in and point to the bloody cum and say, "Now that's what I call Def Jam,"
Oh. Cool.
and that's where the name comes from.
Cool.
Okay, all right.
I like that.
All of this is research.
That one feels like a little bit of a stretch, but
Hey, I'm doing yoga, joke yoga.
here's what I'm
you
going
know
to
what I mean?
stretch
I'm
out
stretching.
next. Adam's asshole.
I'm doing Bikram yoga.
Oh yeah, Bikram.
Yeah.
More like suck dick room
Yeah,
yoga.
yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you.
I thought this
Actually,
was,
that guy is a rapist.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was
The
just a
Bikram
guy
yoga
named
guy.
Bikram that rapes
Yeah, it's a guy
women.
named Bikram.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
He's
Not
like,
Vikram, by the
yeah,
way.
he's like, my whole plan is I'm just gonna make it 100.
it's gonna be so hot they're not gonna be able to
and they're
resist
not,
me.
and I'm just gonna.
They'll be
I'm just gonna
weak.
grab asses and titties.
I had a friend who was like, who went like this yoga teacher was like, let's go on a retreat together. And it was like she got there and it was just like he was trying to fuck her. Like it was just
Bikram.
Oh my God! Really?
The Bikram?
yeah.
A
Just,
man tried to have sex with a woman.
It was a fucking teacher, an Indian teacher. Now
Yeah.
are you interested, Nick?
I mean, I already knew that.
Yeah, yeah. And
These
she's like,
things
oh
I
cool,
know.
I'll fucking go on a. And then she gets there. There's like one bed.
Oh, it's
You
like
know.
a 2-person retreat.
Yeah.
And it's at the Hyatt Regency.
Yeah. And it was just a
And
room,
just
in
a
the-
hotel
it was a
room?
Holiday Inn.
Wow! I bet that guy buys his sushi at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it was Dan Ninen. Dan Ninen
didn't
tried
say
to
that.
fuck my friend.
I just said I think it's the guy
Allegedly.
that buys his sushi at 7-Eleven.
Someone sent me a Dan Ninen tweet today, actually, where he said, "Just opened up my Bitcoin account. Good thing I bought twice as much as I previously thought I had."
Hell yeah, Dan.
He's
Congratulations.
I hope
So
he
he's
goes
got $1
bang.
billion
He loses
dollars.
money.
Huh?
Wait, isn't Bitcoin like $1 million a Bitcoin
Yeah, it's
right now?
through the fucking roof.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
rich. I bought a bunch of it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
good
mean,
thing I had
I personally,
a lot.
my money now is up to somewhere around $450,000 off
Mm-hmm.
my initial $6,000 investment back in May.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Mine-
if you're listening to the show, that's real. And that
Yep.
makes me a powerful man.
I actually have $10 billion off it. Me and the Funkelvoss.
Why do
I
you,
don't- I actually
why
don't
do you
wanna-
follow it if
I
you
don't
don't
wanna-
have any money?
Me and the
in it?
Funkelvoss twins.
Because that's what I do. I look at things.
It's like
that I
fantasy
could've-
football for
Me
you
and
or
the Suck
something.
Dick-
No, it's like
Funkelvoss
markets.
twins.
I follow the stock market too.
Okay, I guess
Yeah.
we follow NBA.
The thing
like
is, I
something
can't.
cool.
I can't really invest until I know what my money's doing for next year. I'm still not sure what the taxes are going to be with all this. I don't know how this Patreon thing's going to go.
Right.
This decision they made is like a fucked up decision, and it's like, if like let's say they start losing a shit ton of money,
Mhm.
and they're willing to make a decision like this rash, or whatever.
Yeah, it don't seem like a stable.
Yeah,
business.
then they make another bad move and
Yeah.
another bad move, and then suddenly there's no more fucking Patreon.
Right.
What if they do something that gets them sued? And then Patreon, sorry guys, we have to shut our doors because we're fucked. What am I supposed to do?
We're supposed to start Gatreon, our own service
No,
where we
we're gonna
we
sell your
do the
parents'
same
house
thing.
and use the money to fund my PlayStation Network subscription. And we're going to invest
Yeah.
in my Twitch career.
You saw the contract, the fine print on the contract you signed, Adam.
We have no
Yeah.
contract,
Yep, we did.
as Nick made clear.
We have a contract.
recently.
It's if everything goes under, we own all of your family's possessions,
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair, dude. You
Mhm.
can have.
including your dad's boy pussy.
That's fine.
which I believe he got
Including your dad's
at Clown
yacht
College.
that he takes.
that he
Bryan
rents out to
Singer.
Bryan Singer.
My good friend Brian. Why don't you get another one of those young fellows from the Home Depot to join me in the captain's cellar?
I love that. Yeah. See, we're not making fun of rape victims, folks. We're
Yes,
making
we
fun
are.
of the institution of rape. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what makes it.
We're making
a
fun of your
nuanced
dad
joke.
for
Yeah.
being a rapist.
Yeah. But yeah, the institution of rape. After high school, I didn't know what I was going to do. I couldn't figure out how to get a job. I was tired of working in retail. That's when the institution of rape put me on a fast track to success. Now, I scream at computers. Thanks, institution of rape. I can finally afford a Subaru WRX.
Hell yeah. If you're a lesbian that likes to race cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Souped up, dude.
Yeah,
Soup to nuts.
That's the kind of guy. It's like I went to ITT Tech, and now I have meticulously crafted facial hair, and one of those overcoats over my suit, and
I do Cisco systems.
right. I go to fucking Blockbuster and I fix the payment systems
Sounds like a good
because
life.
I am a $50,000 a year businessman.
So it sounds like
Yeah,
a good
that
life.
ITT Tech story is fucking hilarious. They just went out of business and like just locked the doors.
Really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
so if you're
dude.
an ITT Tech student, you just showed up one day and all the doors were locked.
No class?
Yeah, and they
Nothing.
didn't liquidate the debt either. So it's like all these people that if you had gone to ITT Tech for like 2.5 years and didn't get your degree, and you were shit out of luck. You just owed them.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fucking $20,000 or whatever.
Oh
it is.
my god. That's how much IDD Tech cost?
Yeah, dude.
What? That sounds like a fucking pyramid scheme to me, bro. That's why I'll never go back to school. Psych, I'm gonna be a doctor, dude.
Yeah, you can go
Let's
to
all
ITT
get
Tech.
residencies.
What did that stand for? ITT Tech.
Incredible,
You're telling me those two
Internet
T's?
incredible
technology.
titty touching
Yeah.
technologies.
Internet technology tech.
Technology Tech.
Yeah.
No, it's
Internet-
incredible titty touching.
I went to ITT Tech. Stands for Internet Technology Technology.
Technology Tech.
I went to ITT Tech. It stands for Computer School of Education.
Is that a nationwide thing? I thought it was just.
No, it was nationwide.
Yeah, it was nationwide.
Oh, I thought it was just Maryland.
No,
No,
it's everywhere.
no.
I think Lincoln Tech might have been
Oh
Mid-Atlantic
yes,
only.
Lincoln Tech.
I remember.
well, there's
I,
Everest too, and the University of Phoenix.
University of Phoenix. I know. I've
I
never.
remember
heard of
those Lincoln
Everest.
Tech commercials when I was a kid. Those like very serious commercials where it's like, the demand for automotive technicians
Yes.
is growing.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it? I don't.
Yeah.
And it's always a guy on a laptop computer next to an engine, like he's
Yeah.
doing
And
computers
they're nodding
on
at each
the
other.
engine.
And then a guy,
They're
a guy
like,
that's talking to camera while walking throughout the shop, and he never stops walking.
yeah. We should start our own technical institute. A podcast. PTT Tech. Podcast Technical Technology.
Pretty titty touching technical university.
That's good. We should do a podcasting school. Just like how shitty comics just
Yeah,
rip people
yeah.
off.
That's what Patreon did. They have like the fucking like the people that are the most successful on Patreon, as if it's not just luck for the
Right.
most part.
Right.
They're like giving seminars at
Hilarious.
PatrickCon. They had their own. It's like how to learn tips from the most successful creators. It's like the whole fucking thing is a scam.
Absolutely.
I'm
Like-
giving a keynote at the Women in Comedy, Los Angeles Women in Comedy or Podcasting Festival. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Congrats.
yeah. It's me, Hellbent.
How to be the worst part of a podcast?
Yeah,
Is that your is that your
yeah.
speech?
It's just be insulted every time you open your mouth. Just be constantly.
We're calling Donald Trump a literal fuck baby on today's episode. You gotta say this guy's a motherfucking fucking trash scum, and that's how you fucking resist.
Garbage person.
You fucking literal human crap shit. It really is. I know I've said it before, but it's the fucking like dumbass millennial version of like, khaki pants pulled up,
Yeah.
milquetoast white dudes that never learned how to curse.
Mhm.
So they lose their
Absolutely.
temper and just
Aw.
you're like, you fuck ass.
yeah.
Listen to me, you shit. You son of a shit. I've been a customer here for fuck years.
Damn. We should fucking punch them in the head with
Yeah.
our big fists.
Hell yeah, dude. I love fighting women.
Well,
It'll
we
be a
could
fair
pay
fight.
$75 to have them hang out with us on Skype.
Is that part of the Patreon?
It's on their
level?
Patreon, yeah.
We should do
Well,
that.
And I think
now
at
that'll
100
cost you 75.
75.50.
No, it would be way more than that.
$76.
No, it would be more than that.
It's 3% plus 35 cents.
Yeah.
So $1.50 plus 35 cents.
Yeah, so $77.
Yeah.
Damn, I did that math good.
Good job, Stav.
That feels really good, man. To do math fast. This is what it feels like to be smart. Is this what Stephen Hawking feels like?
Of course, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Of course. When he's fucking his nurse, even though
Yeah,
he
he's getting
can't
sucked
move.
off by his nurse.
When I was a kid, I thought that
Keep
that
sucking it,
computer
you
read
fucking
his
whore.
mind.
Oh
And
shit!
like he couldn't control, so it would just be like,
There's too many black people
I wish
here.
I was dead.
Yeah.
Somebody unplug my fucking brain. I wish I don't want to think about stars anymore. Please fucking kill me.
That's fucking. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's funny how they were like, he's an English guy, but they gave him an American voice.
That's true.
Yeah, that's messed
What
up.
if they gave him an African voice?
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
What do you think that would be
For
like?
example, what if? But you have to understand, the universe was created by a Big Bang. You see, Bishop, seriously, do you think the universe was not created? That'd be
That'd
fun.
be
huh?
good.
Yeah, that's good.
I think it would go a little something.
Mhm.
like
I
that.
like this.
Yeah, it's me, Stephen Hawking. Yeah, we save money by get computer from China. Yeah, you think Stephen Hawking wouldn't skimp on something like computer, but time is rough right now. Time is relative and it's also rough.
Fuck. Damn, bro. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry too.
Should
Let's
we
go.
get food.
Let's go get a little something before our
little
show.
snack Laduccio.
Showerinos.
Okay, I'm down.
Adam, why are you moping today? Having a fucking.
I don't want to talk about it.
What do
on
you
the
mean? What do you
fucking
want to talk?
podcast.
You had a rough day, man.
Yeah.
Leave the
But
kid
you didn't say
alone.
anything before the show, so
Well, I
He
just
did.
I did actually.
what? You had to run an errand?
No, that's not true. And I don't want to talk about it on the podcast. How many times do I have to fucking
You had
tell
to help
you?
your friend move something, and
No, that's not it.
you
Okay.
broke the window in his car, and
No.
He fucked a baby, man.
I actually have previously told you what's going on, but
I wasn't
I think
listening.
you said what I told you. Actually, I think I was telling Nick the other day we got dinner and that I was telling him about it. And he turned to me. He's like, "Yeah, I just ate a lot of food, so I'm not listening to anything you're saying." Right? I really can't.
Okay, so your
I
complaint
really
is
can't
that
have
I'm
a conversation.
that I'm an honest friend.
Yeah, that there's a
That I'm
word
an
for
honest Abe.
There's a word
And who
for
else was it?
there's a term for blunt.
George Washington
Yeah,
is the
that's
term
true. Yeah,
for
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
Father,
But
Old
I
George-
cannot fuck a guy.
slave
That's what
owner,
he said.
dude.
He
So,
chopped down that cherry tree.
Slave owner. That's
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Is that the kind of company you want to keep? Nick?
I mean, at the time,
so you're saying you would own slaves?
it's not like George Washington owned slaves now. Would I have? I mean, if I go back, would I have? I don't know. Ask yourself, would you? Because here's the thing: you are complicit in fucking human trafficking.
Right. True. Well, Adam the most.
You have to know. Yes, exactly. He's literally bought fucking people that are sex slaves. So yeah, you probably would have had slaves, Adam.
Jesus.
If everyone was fucking doing it. If we're being
Not
honest
me.
about it.
I wouldn't have done it.
Wow.
'Cause I'm a good guy.
I'm
No,
probably
but you have
really,
an iPhone. An iPhone is made by people
Nope,
that
this
are
is
like.
an Android.
I'm probably a
No, it's
really
not. You have an
horrible
iPhone.
Who knows?
person.
You can't
Sound
tell.
like
I
really
know because I
horrible.
see your text messages and
Nah.
they're blue.
I got a different program that changes them.
Oh, okay, all right. But I mean, it's like Android phones aren't any better. They're made in
Yeah.
North Korea.
No,
by
I don't have
people
one of
with
those either. I have
botulism.
a different phone you don't know about.
You know, they're all filled. All North Koreans are filled with parasites because they make their food with their own shit.
Really?
They don't have fertilizer, so they just have to go out and shit in the fields to make strawberries.
Whoa.
And then they're all just like filled.
Are those
with
sweeter? Are
parasites.
North Korean shit strawberries sweeter?
According to their propaganda.
What if that's the sweetest strawberry you ever had in your life and it's all just fucking covered in North
It's like
Korean
that
Definitely
Jamel
shit?
tastes
thing.
like dust.
Hmm?
Oh, so it's your favorite.
Hey, man.
How about a
Look.
movie where Adam's sewed to another guy's ass and he has to eat his shit, and it's called The Centipede Centipede.
Oh, because it's a bug.
Yeah.
That's good.
Would the other guy also be a bug?
Yeah.
then?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, thanks.
It's a good
Mhm.
idea. Look, Adam, podcast's almost over. You're gonna have a steak soon.
I'm excited about
things are
my
turning
steak.
around.
Why are you
man.
upset, dude? Is it because we're going to lose a bunch of money on this Patreon thing?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. That's what it is.
Well, money. We understand you only understand one thing: dollar bills.
I never knew what that thing was in that song.
What?
The-
That thing.
I never knew what she was
That
talking about
thing.
in like
Isn't
fourth
she
grade.
talking about like black people like selling
Pussy?
themselves out or something?
I thought it was like sex or money. I thought it was like guys only care about that thing. So it was like guys only care about sex,
Mm.
right? But
I
I
don't
think
know what it is
I think
either.
it means something completely different.
I don't know. I've never given it a close listen. I've bobbed my head to it.
It was my favorite song in fourth grade.
I remember the first
thought
time I
your
heard
favorite
it.
song was Under the Sea.
No, not
Yeah.
in fourth
When he
grade.
was a little
Wow,
ass
guess we
kid.
caught Adam in a big old lie again.
No, that was like pre-K. I liked Under the Sea.
Under the Sea.
Then I got
the
into
first,
cool things.
The first time I heard Lauryn Hill was at Eldis's house. And we also listened to Mace that day. I was
Mace,
6 years old.
That was
So maybe 7 or 8.
yeah, Harlem World, dude. Fourth grade. That was a
Dude.
great year for music.
His parents didn't understand English, so anything slot.
Were you in Eldis's house or Eldis's yurt?
It was fourth grade, 1998. Probably for me and you, right?
Yeah, fourth
I think I'm
grade.
2 years older than you guys.
89, born
What
in
year did you
89.
graduate?
05.
Oh.
Were you 07?
1998
baby.
was OMC, right? How bizarre.
I don't know. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't remember dates and times and shit, dude.
Spice Girls. Were
Maybe
big.
no. Mace
Ricky
was
Martin.
fifth grade because I remember I was sick. I was homesick, and I would just watch the bad boy, that music video.
Bad,
The shiny suits in Vegas.
Bad boys. You make me suck my own dick.
Yeah, those guys were.
You put a
cool.
gun up to my head and you make me suck my own
Well,
dick.
I gotta drive Juan Carlos back over to Home Depot. So
Oh,
we
okay.
gotta,
Oh, okay.
I
Should
not
we
only
wrap-
have a car now.
Do you want to
but-
pull him back? Does he want to talk?
Can we say bye to him?
Do you need to go get the car ready?
I feel like I really enjoyed my time with him and not so much with you. But
Do you want to go warm up the car
Can
while
we-
Juan Carlos?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
can we?
Honestly, there's a
I'll
little
really
tension.
like
just go
that
warm
guy.
up the car. I'm going.
There's a little tension between you and Adam. I think it would be good if we got Juan
All right,
Carlos
see ya.
here. All right,
Okay.
see you, dude. Sorry about that, Adam. I mean, you know how
It's
Nick
fine,
is,
dude.
man.
I know how he can be. Juan Carlos. Anyway, I just want to thank you for your strength today. We didn't
What
say
are
thank
you
you.
so mad about on your show?
I think this is actually
Why
good
are you
exercise.
mad today? Is it because you're gay?
Juan Carlos. First of all,
Is it because you suck your dad's dick?
no, that was just a joke we were doing on our podcast.
But
That's-
what are you mad about? Let's talk about it. I admitted to being raped by Brian Singer on the show, and you won't talk about.
I think this is actually like
You said we talk
an
about your
incredible-
personal life,
This is
but
like an incredible like therapeutic.
we have to
like-
talk about my personal life.
This is the only way Nick can relate emotionally is through his characters. I'm sorry if I hurt you.
Yeah, he can be like, this is the way he can empathize. He can
I'm
figure
sorry
out the
that
concept of empathy.
I called you those words. I treat you like bitch mom, but I respect
Yeah.
and love you.
Yeah, it's called being an actor, fellas. It's called.
Well,
It's called
Molestrios,
making
thank you for
people a
telling me
star.
how much you appreciate me and how much you value our friendship.
Shut up,
And
you
how-
faggot.
Shut the
Shut
fuck
up.
up.
No, Molestrios.
Shut
I
up,
was
bitch.
kidding you,
I thought we
bitch.
were making progress.
Shut
I
up,
was
bitch.
I thought-
kidding, bitch Adam.
God, Molestrios
Shut up
and
to the bug, faggot.
Gio's here too.
Yes, Adam is a fucking gay motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell your mother.
All right,
guys.
let's watch the racial slurs and the homophobic slurs on the show,
Hmm?
please. We've
Yeah.
gone too far, I think.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
you know who
Guys,
I blame?
Me.
That's right. That's 100% right.
All
It's
right.
always your fault. But really though, we're gonna have to have a long talk about your little temper tantrums and storm cloud pouty sessions on the world's greatest podcast. Because
That's right.
if you think I'm gonna tolerate emotional volatility from my employees, You're out of your fucking mind. What do you think this is? Starbucks?
I don't work for you.
This is Cumtown Incorporated. The
LLC,
Microsoft.
little cock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that ought to do it.
Yeah, probably.
When let's plug the shows. What is this?
Yes.
Primo?
Tomorrow night. So this is coming out Sunday, Monday night, last Funny Moms of the year.
Big lineup.
Until
We
we're
got
off for
Colonel
over a month.
Bustard. We got,
Got Colonel
fucking
Buster.
Colonel Buster. We got the
Scarlet, Miss Scarlet.
Blow.
Glenn,
Hansen.
All of the
Gary,
characters
Gay
from-
Ross.
yeah.
Glenn Gay. What is
Gay,
it?
Gary,
No,
Gay
it
Ross.
was Glenn Gay.
Yeah, that's right.
Gay Chandler, Gay Ross.
Glenn Berry, Glenn Gay.
How about a show called Gay Friends?
Gay Joey.
Yeah. Your job's a joke, you're broke,
You're gay.
and you're fucking gay.
The sound is them sucking dick.
We had all three people on Funny Moms have been on Cumtown.
That's
They're
right.
all Cumtown alums.
Timmy Dillon,
Tim
Could
Dillon.
I
Bonnie
be
McFarlane.
any more gay?
Petey Dat Boy and Bonnie McFarlane.
Rachel, I thought you had a dick. No, Ross. I told you years ago I'm a woman. But I thought I could suck your dick.
That's good. That's good. It's very funny.
Tonight on Gay Friends, following Gay Seinfeld, and then later on the Gay Simpsons.
And regular
I have
Fr-
terrible news.
And then
right.
regular Frasier.
We're not gonna top that.
That's
That's a
good.
good one. And Adam is especially not gonna top that. So don't say anything. That's the end of the show. Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.